Hi everybody. I am coming to you about a month after surgery on my ankle. The surgery I had was called open reduction internal fixation, which basically means that I had fractures in my tibia and my fibula, the two main ankle bones, and they put 2 plates and 8 screws in there. And I've been immobile basically for the last 5 weeks or so, so right after the break and then after surgery, crutching around and really not moving my ankle at all. I had a doctor's appointment 2 weeks ago, and he basically told me to play around flexing and pointing my foot, but to not really force anything. And so I've not really been doing much to it. And then I had an appointment, a follow-up, a couple of days ago, and he said I can go ahead and really start stretching my foot and really putting some intention behind releasing the muscles, which are really, really tight. And I also started physical therapy yesterday, which was great. And they kind of did some passive stretching for me where they took my foot and moved it around, and they gave me some massaging and also some exercises to do on my own. Since I had the accident, I've just basically been fantasizing about yoga all day, every day, and I miss it a lot, and I just miss moving. My body feels really tight, and recently I figured out a way to use the bed to kind of hang my feet off the edge and do some stretching on my spine, which was really a great realization, because I can't put normally when you're on all fours in yoga, the tops of your feet are flat against the floor, but I can't do that because I don't have the flexibility in my right foot yet. So then realized that I could take the sensation on the bed with my feet hanging off if I would get on the ground and put a big pillow under my right shin. And then when I did that, I realized that there are actually quite a few stretches that you can do, even if your right foot is not mobile, or whatever foot, and if you're still non-weight bearing. There's chair yoga. I found chair yoga on YouTube, but it involves putting your feet down and involves doing a lot of action with your ankle, so I couldn't really do that. So I did find some exercises that I can do. It kind of sucks if you are in this position and you try this out, just to warn you that you're going to be uneven because you can't do a lot of the same exercises on both sides, but it's still movement, and that's a relief. And after being on your back all day in the bed, it's like great. It's a great way to get your spine moving. So I'm going to show you guys, and hopefully you won't ever be in this position, but if you are, once you've gotten the okay from your doctor, you should definitely try out a little moving, because it feels really great. Okay, here we go. Alright, so here I am, like I said, with the big pillow under my shin. My other leg is here, and I'm in a regular all fours position, and my foot really isn't affected because it's able to kind of keep the regular shape without being forced to be pointed like the other one that's on the mat. So I found that you can just do some regular cat-cows. You can arch the other way. And here, normally you exhale and inhale coming back this way. So you can do that as much as you want. You can also come back in child's pose if you can swing it. I just don't go all the way back because I don't put pressure on my heel, but you can stay here, and that's a great stretch for your back, for your low back, for your shoulders. And then you can come back to all fours. Another variation on doing the cat-cow is to just kind of move your butt in circles. You can move it clockwise, you can move it counterclockwise, you can arch and move it to the side. All things that are great on your spine when you've been laying in bed all day and not really able to move it around. If you're up for going a little bit more intense, make sure that you have something to hold on to stabilize yourself. But you can bring your good leg through. Still, I don't really have that much pressure on my back foot because it's just being held up by the pillow in a neutral position. And you can come forward, make sure you have some good knee support, and then do a little reverse hamstring stretch. Come forward again, and reverse for your hamstring. Like I said before, you're not going to get even. You can't do that with the other side, but it's better than not being able to do anything. So then you can come back to all fours. If you want, you can also go back into child's pose and get into your shoulders a little bit more, threading one arm under the other. And then you can do it on the other side. Take your right arm, thread it under. And if you're feeling really, really ambitious and you want to try to do a sort of downward dog situation, you can tuck your toes on your good foot. Make sure your arms and your wrists are under your shoulders, and push onto your good foot, and just keep this guy loose. Don't flex it or anything. And then you can do a kind of downward dog situation. If you want to go even more, you can extend the leg, maybe even open your hip, and then come back. And if you want to do an even stronger exercise and you feel like getting some upper body workouts going, you can come down to a push-up. So you're on both knees, and my left foot is along the floor, and this knee is up. I suppose you could do both knees up. But you definitely can't do a standard push-up because you can't keep both legs. I guess you could do a one-legged push-up. I'm not strong enough for that yet. I've lost a lot of strength. So that's all. That's what I figured out you can do. You could also come up like this on your knees. Do some side bends from one side to the other, if you can reach here. And go slow, because like I said, you lose strength really fast. I did the dishes the other day and got winded, so that's all for now. And if you can come up with anything else, let me know. Bye.
Reach out and touch faith. Reach out and touch faith.